jazz and beyond.
Where the standards are always hot.
And the mood's just right.
On 702
and K-Talk.
I scare myself. Oh, she's got these amazing titles, Estelle Kokot, on the songs that she composes and performs. This is taken off an album of hers called Information, which came out back in 2006. Estelle Kokot, composer, vocalist, pianist, teacher. She's a whole lot of things. And she's back home after about 10 years in Cape Town. And she is live from our Cape Talk studios. And I'm very happy to be chatting to her all over again. Hi, Estelle.
Hi, Nothemba. It's so good to hear your voice.
It's so good to hear yours. Listen to your singer voice.
I was smiling the whole way when you played that. Actually, I didn't write that one. I actually can't remember who the composer is, but weirdly the other day I was asking on the socials, is the Flat Earth Society still a thing? Because back in the day, this guy called Thomas Dolby, I can't remember, it was in the 90s, or maybe the mid-80s, he released this tune. I can't remember who the original writer was. I'll look that up and I'll let you know. And and he's actually a patron of the Flat Earth Society. Can you believe it?
Okay. So then how do you even choose the songs you sing?
I know. You know, that one was actually recommended to us by a man called Guy Henderson, who is with Sony ATV. Yeah. They actually financed that album.
Okay.
And Thomas Dolby, I think, not Thomas Dolby, the guy that wrote I Scare Myself, is one of their artists. I think they've got the publishing for that. So, of course, they wanted to score a bit, and I kind of liked the tune. And we just freed up. I was very fortunate to have Gene Calderazzo, Joey's brother, on drums, and Yaron Stavi on bass.
Joey, the pianist who plays with Branford Marsalis.
Yeah, his brother lives in London, Gene.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I love Joey's piano. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but he's brilliant. Yeah. And then Yaron, you know that bit where it's whistling in the solo?
Yeah.
That's Yaron singing. And then we had a great engineer called Craigie Dodds, and he kind of just gave that whistling of Yaron's instead of a bass solo. Lovely. We did a whistling solo.
Lovely.
Gave it a bit of flavor.
I'm listening. When I was saying earlier, listen to your singing voice. It's because you go high and low, and high. And I guess this comes with some beautiful control. In when you give these vocal lessons. I must attend one of your lessons just so I get
I'd love to just have you along as a guest.
I must get my voice right.
Your voice is beautiful. I love your voice.
Sometimes I hate it because then I squeak sometimes and I'm like, okay, remember, just speak normal.
No, I think, as a kid, I used to sing myself to sleep. I think I probably drove my family mad. But I used to sing wherever I went. I was singing. And I loved to swim. I like to swim, so maybe that helps.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay. It's the lung thing. Listen, welcome back home, Estelle Kokot.
Darling, it's so good to be here and to speak to you.
No, absolutely great. I know that you home because, there's a family, incident. You've lost a member of the family. But at the same time, it's an opportunity. We're sorry about that. It's an opportunity to just reconnect with South Africans. What have you missed about home while you've been away? And especially now that you've been around for a couple of days, have you just come across things that, I've been missing that, and this, and, I remember this. Estelle? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. Now, the thing that I miss the most, besides the smell of the soil and the tarmac after it's rained and it's been really hot and it's like steam rises off the pavement. You know, stuff like that, the countryside, just the sky, the food. Everywhere I go, I keep saying to people, the food tastes better. I had a banana just after I landed and I thought, wow, this banana, I can taste the sun. But most important of all is the love people have, the sense of, you know, as Eugene speaks when he's talking about Tokoza, which is the project we're working on, you know, he speaks of Ubunye, which is the oneness of humanity. And Ubuntu, you know, there's very few places in the world where I feel it as strongly as I do in South Africa. I think South Africans, besides having a lot of pride, I think they are also incredibly humble at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. And, you know, there's a sense of community, and I love South Africans. I love South Africans. All shapes, all sizes.
And I'm sure you've enjoyed the sun. Not that we've had much, especially if... you know, from what I know from the London weather, that it's always wet and damp and stuff.
Not always. I mean, it can be nice. But I tell you what, I've already had my fair share of vitamin D, of good sunshine. Good. Vitamin D, and I've had a little bit of vitamin C.
Lovely.
As in the seaside.
You know, some people listening may, you know, not know who Estelle Kokot is. And the fact that, you know, you have been doing this from a very young age, and you've worked with some of South Africa's greats, the guitar legend, the Johnny Forres, the Lionel Piles, piano maestro. You've worked with Victor Antoni.
Oh, yeah.
The Duke Makasi's jazz supergroup, that one called Pambili.
That's right.
You've worked with the
my history of here.
Banira Chabanes, the Mike Makhalimelas.
That's right.
You know, how much of that experience and has also just influenced, you know, the sound of Estelle Kokot?
I think a lot. I was very fortunate that I think it was the mid-1980s, before I joined Rush Hour, I had the privilege and the honor, actually, of debuting with a band at the original Kippy's Jazz Club, and that was with Pambili, with Victor, Duke. We had Lawrence Mashiza, the late, Lawrence on guitar. We had Vusi Kumalo on drums, and Rashid Lani on keys, and I did a few little numbers in between. And I think the most important thing that I learned was just to be yourself and to let the music flow out. And I remember doing things with Bayeti, and we'd swap ideas. I mean, I learned so much working with Bayeti, because you'd like rehearse for a week or two at Dorke House next door, and then you'd go on stage and do your run for a while, and we'd be swapping ideas constantly.
Wow.
You know,
you posted a video yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
I think it might be yesterday. Witch hunt.
Yeah, witch hunt. Is it witch hunt or witch hunt without the T?
It's without the T, as if to say witch hunt. It was inspired by the black-backed jackal when I was staying on a primate baboon sanctuary called Mfen with my friend Kara Sachs, who's she's a primate expert. I call her a primatologist, but she prefers, she doesn't like to give herself fancy names. And I just remember that, as the sun was setting and there were these wispy, almost feather-like clouds in the sky, and the sound of the jackal crying just broke my heart, and I was inspired.
And this is a solo performance where it's just you and the piano.
That's right.
And the piano.
That's correct. Yeah.
And I want to play that now before we continue.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, this is Estelle Kokot. If you're just joining us and you're wondering what, where, who, what is happening, she's on Jazz and Beyond, where you come for the jazz and you stay for a good time. She's talking to us from our Cape Talk studios, and this is the track we've just been talking about, Witch Hunt. Ding, 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 ding. Miss Skada herself, Estelle Kokot, on Jazz and Beyond. The track called Witch Hunt. What a beautiful song, Estelle.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know,
Nothemba.
it gave me
Thank
goose
you.
pump, whatever, goose pimples,
Bumpies.
pumpils or bumps. Or
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. I smile because it takes me right back to the bush, that one.
to the bush.
That's my favorite. Yeah, I love the sea, but I'm a girl from the bush.
Ah, okay.
You know, when I'm in Joburg, and I know, you know, it's like got one of the largest man-made forests in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I can almost smell the savannah underneath it. I imagine Joburg when it was still wild with no people and animals. Anyway.
Then begs the question, how old are you? I'm joking.
How old am I? Okay, probably 6,000 years. I don't know. No, I don't mind telling you. I'm 60, turning 63 in May.
Oh, that's how young you are. Okay.
Yeah,
No, that's
exactly.
fine. Absolutely. Listen, you back home, like I said earlier, for family thing, and you also have some gigs coming up. But even more important, you are working on a project with a mutual friend of ours,
Yes.
Eugene Skeef, and
That's right.
and of course he does all this marvelous and beautiful poetry, and not only is he a percussionist, he's also a composer, and he does these workshops as well. And what intrigued me is that both of you are doing stuff for music for choirs. What's that about?
Well, I first, when I met Eugene, it was online at first during the pandemic, so-called pandemic, and we were friends, but we didn't really know each other. But then he was doing all these little poems in yellow boxes, a daily poem, which was giving people hope, expressing pain, etc., etc. And I came across one called Towards a Timeline of Reclamation, and it just caught my eye. I just thought, wow. And I just immediately wanted to compose to it, and I sent it to him. And since then, I mean, I just haven't stopped. I think I've got about, I don't know, between 50 and 60 different things that I've written since 2020. And when I broke my finger during, I think it was sometime towards the end of 2020 or 2021 beginning, my dishes started piling up because I had a broken finger. I mean, that's not really an excuse.
Get a dishwasher.
The other hand.
Get a dishwasher.
I know, everyone keeps telling me. I was even offered one and I said, no, I don't have space. But anyway, so I started using my dirty dishes as percussion and filling tins with nails and paper clips and, working out some percussion and just jamming to Eugene's poetry. I'd get the melody line, put it onto a program on the computer, and then just sing in my phone, literally.
Wow.
All the different voices, download it, put it together. And I might share the promo that we've got.
Yeah,
done.
Except my mind is stuck on dirty dishes and using that.
So I've composed for choirs. We want to do workshops with choirs. Even if it's like a simple song like Love and Action, which goes, anger and rebellion get us nowhere without direction and a plan of action. Something like that. We could teach that as a little chant with harmonizations in schools. We really want to work at a grassroots level. And then I also do have the ambition to work with professional choirs or choirs in universities or in schools as well, and teach them these beautiful poems of love and peace so that we can be united, as
But now,
as
Eugene, I think he's back here because he was, you guys obviously, because he was also London-based. So
yeah, he's still
London-based.
Yeah, he comes a lot.
He comes a lot,
Yeah.
So I mean, you got together, with about this project while in obviously while you
in the UK.
In the UK. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it recorded yet, or are you still working on it?
It isn't.
Okay.
Well, I'm ready to rock and roll. I'd like to find somebody to help me describe the stuff, because that's a hell of a job. I can read and write, but the thing with me is if I start writing, I start recomposing. But we did some amazing stuff. We did something for the Liverpool Rare Studio Dance Academy. When he brought his book out, we did one of his poems, Rendezvous, of the Son of Man, Man of the People. Oh, sorry, forgive me if I've forgotten the title, Eugene. There's so many poems. And I narrated one of his poems and did background music. I did piano music, and I sang a little bit on it. And there were these beautiful dances. I might post that again tonight, actually.
Do that.
Yeah, and we did something for the London Jazz Festival, but it was a workshop at the Guildhall School of Music and Trinity Labian Conservatoire of Music and Dance. And so we've done some stuff, but we want to bring this. We really want to bring this to South Africa because,
of course,
the voices and the musicians. I mean, there's beautiful musicians all over the world. Come on, let's face it. But there's just something about South Africa's spontaneity and the beauty of all the voices in South Africa. I don't want to say is almost unmatched, but it's pretty close. So we want to work on getting this stuff out there and hopefully recording. In this instance, I don't really see myself as the key performer. I see myself as the composer and the arranger, or co-arranger with someone else, and then perhaps a band, and then the choir, and then some soloists. And I might do some narration, or a little bit of singing here and there. But for me, this labor of love is about the creative process, about composing and arranging the stuff and putting it out there for all the beautiful talent that we have in South Africa.
And we do. And
exactly.
And especially with choirs and voice.
Yeah, exactly.
We are amazing. And I can even just imagine you, just arranging those voices.
And directing it, producing it with Eugene, but with co-producers and directors.
Yeah.
Actually, I get so excited. My heart almost starts beating faster when I think about what we could do, But I love Eugene.
You also hear, and he's busy posting there on Twitter how he's listening.
Is he?
And how he's just smiling all the time.
I had to come off Twitter. I was swearing at all the dictators around the world, so I decided to delete my account. No. But
listen,
sorry about
you
that.
must calm yourself down. I know. But let's talk about we have to wrap it up. Talk about you've got performances coming up while you're here.
I've got one coming up while I'm here.
Who knows? Someone might.
Yeah, there is one.
Might want to book you while you're here. How long are you here for?
Well, I'm not here for that long. Unfortunately, I have to go back to London before the new school term starts because I teach privately from home.
Yeah.
Piano, singing, composition and stuff like that. I've got to be back by Easter. So I could only get a flight on the 16th of April.
Right,
around
still
the
got about
17th. And I've got
still about 2 weeks.
Exactly. Okay. But yeah.
So where are you performing?
Okay. I'm not great at pronouncing this. Mirza Parker tried to help me to pronounce this, and I always forget. But I think it's Chiesa di Palazzo Lupi.
Oh, down the road here in Melville.
Exactly. Oh, great. So you recognize?
No, I know the place. I've attended some shows there.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a solo gig there, and I'm going to feature a little bit of improvisation on some of Eugene's poetry and quite a lot of original stuff. And I'm going to haul out the bag some of my favorite standards. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice. Like the Body and Souls, because you did perform a Body and Soul, another piano solo thing. Yeah.
And that was back with Bruce Cassidy and his band when he was still living here years ago. Yeah.
Listen, what date is this performance in Melville?
Okay. It's on the 10th of April, Thursday the 10th of April, and we're calling it early autumn, so we're starting early because, I know everyone takes a little bit of time to get used to the slightly chilly weather. So we're starting at 7 o'clock in the evening, 7 o'clock sharp, and there's secure parking.
Fantastic. So we're looking forward to that, and I will do my best to be there.
Lovely. Oh,
listen, welcome home, and
Thank you.
Let's hope you have a great time and more performances while you're around. We're glad that you're here during the month of April as we celebrate Jazz Appreciation Month.
It's wonderful to be here.
Just tell those Londoners that we own you. They mustn't claim. They mustn't claim you.
I love that. Tell those Londoners we own you.
Exactly.
They must not claim you.
Beautiful. I'm going to play you out with a track called I Don't Know You Anymore from your Information album.
Thank you. Lovely chatting.
It is a pleasure. Estelle Kokot on Jazz and Beyond, where you come for the jazz and stay for a good time. Here she is with her amazing voice.